Lovely people, a pleasant evening to you. Now, beautiful people, look here. One of the things that I'm very much beastly against is a thing called bullying. It's a very dangerous and a very deathly thing. It is something that is crippling, debilitating to the people's psychological and emotional and even mental state. It is something that can cause people to commit suicide. They can get rid of themselves. And I don't understand how it is that you have parents or guardians who are training their children to bully adults. So I'm sure that many of you are familiar with the popular TikToker Derrick Morgan, not the singer, the TikToker. And, sometimes I come across his posts. And obviously, you know that he has very low EQ and low IQ. Maybe there's some retardation. I don't know that's going on. But the reality is this. He's a big man. And for him to be walking on the street and every minute people are taking a set on him and provoking him to wrath, it's really not funny. And I saw a disturbing video of 3 youngsters, or 4 of them, I think it was. They don't even look older than 10. One is look like he's about 5 or 6 or less or younger. The other one looks like about 7 or 8. As I said, none look like the past 10 to me. And they're calling him B-man and using the P word, that ends with a Y, and say B-man for dead and take that thing off like they're threatening the elderly man. So the parents are trained. They said those boys would not be doing that if they weren't schooled to do it, or if they did not witness their own parents or guardians or people that they live in the same scheme or whatever it is doing it to him, thinking it is funny. That a woman who seems to be friends with Derrick had to run out there to them and they were running off. Are these parents in their right minds? You're training your children to become bullies? When you train them to become bullies, then it goes further. You understand? And then they eventually may become murderers and and engage in other kind of criminal activity. I'm wondering if something is wrong with these parents. I had to watch a video over to see if my eyes was really seeing what I saw. It was a highly disturbing video. We have no respect for humanity. The man is going about his business. The man has to live in such fear. No wonder he behaves like that. My fear for him is that because he behaves that way as an older man, he may have a heart attack one day. Courtesy of you people. No human being can withstand that. It is unbelievable that the man says he gets up, and people constantly calling him names. And you know that the particular one, the main one, constantly. And you think it is funny because you are not the one being provoked. Can you imagine you are walking on the road and every single where you go, people are calling you names and provoking you to wrath? You see, people don't understand, until it happens to them. They can never fathom things until it really happens to them. It is not funny that you're now engaging children to be rude to the big man who could be their grandfather or great-grand. It really wasn't funny. And threatening the man at their age. They could not have learned that on their own is what they saw their adult parents or guardians or whomever it is that they live with do. And probably they tell them to do it. And when those children get old and they turn on you, you wonder why. No, man, this is really and truly bad. I was completely flabbergasted, to say the least. You guys need to stop it and leave the man alone. Leave the man alone. No, man. No, sir. I couldn't believe it. Don't wonder Jamaica can better. You're training the little boys to become bullies and to be rude to adults because that's what they're going to do. You think it's only him? You may think because of what you perceive him to be, that they would be rude to just him. They're going to think it is okay to be rude to adults and to threaten them. God, I can't believe that parents are deliberately training their children to become monsters. But trust me, the monster going to turn on one day. And then you'll understand the gravity of what it is that you have done. Anyway, guys, you know what to do with TikTok and YouTube. Subscribe. Give me one of those lines and you can follow me on Instagram.